guys, welcome to another episode of the Bike Build series featuring Q-Man. Let's go say hello. Oh. Hey Q-Man, where are you?
Yo, bro, what's going on?
Hey.
You made it.
Yeah, came to check out what's going on with the updates for your motorcycle build.
Well, it's time for part 4, Project Mystique. We're gonna do the RCK3 cable, check the ECU, and see what's in there now, and download some new information to get it sort of set for now.
Shop's looking clean.
Yeah, been working all day cleaning shop.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, had to put some covers on the bikes, keep them clean. Bumblebee is all ready to go, just waiting on a seat pad, and then it's finished, complete, package done.
Bumblebee, aka mustard under there, huh?
That's right, yeah. And of course, Mystique
guys?
is there as well.
Look at the yellow poking through there with the rain tires. All right, well, let's pull Bumblebee out. Nice. Back to Bumblebee.
Back to Bumblebee.
Some people might remember this bike's bodywork from the Mission Raceway videos when I visited with you.
That's right. It hasn't been yellow all last season. It was black. Black and carbon. So I figured I might as well put it back to its original yellow.
You know, it actually looks pretty good, huh?
It does look good. It's a super sweet.
You know, we thought the black looks good, but this is pretty nice.
The yellow looks pretty sweet.
Those bursting style stands sure are nice too.
Oh, the side stand's so nice, especially in the shop. So convenient, just move it around. Yeah, so there's Bumblebee.
So Bumblebee is out and
Open. And now Mystique
is in.
Now, of course, we had bodywork on Mystique, just sort of test fitting it to make sure it's good. And then I dropped it off to my painter, Jim Webster, tonight, who's going to do the new paint job on the bodywork. And that'll be the next sort of reveal once we get the paint.
Oh, yeah, you've done tons of stuff since we last connected the other day.
Oh, yeah.
So you got your carbon front fender on, of course, the fast franks from episode 1, right in the beginning.
Yeah.
And
Brembo rotors, the HP rotors.
Yeah, we're on your original wheels.
Yeah.
Those are actually the Brembo, they're called the super stock rotors.
Yes.
And we got to remember those buttons actually have difficulties with the stock calipers, so I remember we did a little filing on those. Yeah. You still need a rad guard, obviously, but you got your Öhlins damper off of the other bike.
Yep, put that one on there. And I actually took the tank and side covers from the 2011.
I see that.
Which will fit on the newer bikes as long as you have the side covers in the tank.
Yeah, well, essentially the tank plastics.
Yeah, the tank plastics, everything works together. And I took the carbon tail, which is a nice one-piece tail, took that off.
Oh man, I wish I had one of those tails.
And then just
Where'd you
stock
get that
seat.
thing?
I think that was from Slingshot Racing.
Okay.
Yeah, Slingshot Racing.
How much do you remember how much it was? $200 or?
No, like $329.
Yeah, a little bit of investment.
Yeah.
It's like the ticket I just got.
Yeah.
Minus the points, but yeah, and the tank's wrapped, guys. It's not actually carbon. There's no HP4 race right here.
It's a hydro dip tank.
Oh, hydro dip.
Yeah, it's not actually a wrap. It's like a hydro wrap.
Like when you
and
dip
then
the wheels.
Clear coat over it like paint, so it's just.
So it stays.
So it stays. It looks like carbon fiber. I mean, you know, compared to the real carbon fiber on here, it's pretty close.
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of nice when you throw the old style tank with the plastics. Where now the bike, you don't even know what year it is.
No, nobody has a clue what year it is now. It could look just like my 2011 when it was black.
Well, let's compare it to my bike behind, which is running the 2016, 15, 17 tank with those plastics.
With those plastics.
And I mean, they're very similar, but there is slight differences for sure.
Yeah, these are, you know, just this basically is the different.
The top piece to fit with the tank attachments, yeah.
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 And then, of course, I put the speed angle on.
Oh, you swapped it out?
Yeah, I swapped it out. So I actually drilled the triple tree to tap my little GoPro attachment.
Nice idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that way I can angle it. And then, of course, it's still
Velcro. GoPro attachment.
Still Velcroed on there as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what we should do on my bike.
Yeah, it's super easy to do that. And then I actually run the level sensor on the ECU itself, rather than having it on top of the
Oh, yeah. You mean the lean angle sensor?
lean angle sensor, because the ECU is actually perfectly level when the bike is level.
Yeah. Not that you ever use that anyways,
No,
because
but
you have it on the bike.
That's how I mounted it. So
Yeah, I don't even bother with that stuff because I just use the bike's lean angle sensor and read it out. But
yeah, and then just put my little gold bits back on.
Yeah.
Little gold bits in here.
Oh, good. You got the Woodcraft case cover, but then well used, but still awesome.
Yeah.
Looks dusty. Or is it just... No.
It's just
what it is.
Dirt. It made a trip through the dirt.
Yeah.
It kind of got sandblasted a little bit, but it's still tough.
It's nice, nice. What else have you done since we... well, now, you know,
that's about it. I mean, I had to finish a few things on the turbo. That needed to get done because I'm taking that to California in like 2 weeks, which is nice, going down to Needles, California. And then just cleaning up the shop. Just kind of making space, making room, put away the tools, clean everything up.
That's right, California. So I'm heading to California on Tuesday, Wednesday.
You're going to Thunder Hill.
Yeah, for the 9th, 10th, 11th. With rider, got a student for rider training on the 9th, 10th. 11th is open. Email Irnieracing@hotmail.com if you're inquiring. And then I'm off to AFM, like I mentioned in the last one, for
With
the 15th,
Robert.
16th, 17th. With, mentoring Robert on his BMW. That is Project Morpheus. And of course, Bumblebee is looking awesome. So Bumblebee is now for sale. You know, no ad, but definitely just starting out the process to get the bike sold.
Yeah.
So if anybody's interested in Bumblebee, it's a 2011, 185, 86, 7 horsepower at the rear wheel at Nell's two-wheel dyno works. And it's got Olin's front end, Penske rear, and, you know, just a nice, solid, very clean bike.
Very clean, super fast, perfect good race bike.
Yeah, so you just spent a lot more money to get
spent a lot more money
maybe get 10 more horsepower.
To maybe be faster. I don't know. We'll see.
10 more horsepower.
Goes, but, a little bit more electronics.
That's the big thing. That's right.
Electronics is probably the bigger thing, but it also might be a harder thing after learning how to use this RCK3, which Irnieracing is
my
now
computer
going
on.
to show me how to hook this all up.
Yeah, we were trying to get into this earlier on, but I wanted to show you guys and Quentin essentially what gear ratio do you want to set up the RCK3 for, because I have a gear ratio program. And we'll throw in, since you got these Dunlops for Area 27,
yeah, I'm going to have to do an Area 27.
let's put a Dunlop map in there right now that I got from CSBK.
Pre-season riding,
Pre-season testing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Area 27 are amazing.
Maybe after California you come back.
Racetrack.
Oh, you got the little 12 volt there, Milwaukee.
No, that's a snap.
Oh, there's a little snap-on one. That's right. We still need to get some 12 volt Milwaukees.
That's next on the list.
Start collecting tools, everybody.
All right. So we got the little piece that we need.
Oh yeah, that's right. Did you ever?
I did not, but I
nope.
got it tucked in here.
It's on the list. Okay.
It's here.
All right, guys. So just a little walkthrough here. This is the plug from BMW Motorrad, and this plug itself is around what, $800, and this needs to go into that.
Is this is all the cable all in one, this thing?
Yeah, and it's just connected to my USB on the laptop.
Me,
So bring the bike closer, you can. Let me know if you need any help with that. You're good. And I'll open up the program, guys. So the gear ratio.
This in here, no problem.
You probably might want some guidance for it, but let's take a look.
All right. Connect the cable.
Yeah, it's kind of a special
into the system.
plug
It's kind of a special little.
that locks on.
There it is.
There you go.
Locked in.
Okay, and
turn the key on. And
let me open up the program first. So HP Race Calibration Kit 3. Warning, use of this product can change the handling of the motorcycle such to the extent that life and limb can be endangered.
Life and limb.
Oh my God, I accept the risk. I think we all accept the risks.
I don't know if I can accept that risk.
All right, let's pack up and go home right now. Okay, so right now it says communication with the ECU is not possible. So hit on the key.
Just turn to the on position.
Yep. No need to start the bike, just get that going. There you go. see what it says on here just for kicks, but there's nothing to do with the plug-in. So you've had the engine light on there, you got the DDC flashing, which is the dynamic suspension.
Okay.
And let's see why those codes are flashing. Let's see why the previous owner didn't get rid of them. Motorcycle pairing. Oh yeah, that's right. Yours is a new bike to me, to my computer. Select the name for your bike.
Mystique.
There you go. And well, we can do a picture later. Select a graphic. DDC has been removed. Deactivate DDC recognition. So yeah, go select that.
Select that.
I mean, hopefully that gets rid of that right away. By activating the options, DDC recognition, yes. Okay, we understand. She wanted to switch off, yes. Okay, go finish. Has changed, it means that some functions have been, okay, yes, okay. DDC adjustable, discontinued elements, gotcha.
Okay.
We're gonna go, we'll see, read data from control unit. Yes. Okay, so this has been tuned by Nels at Two Wheel Dyno Works already. So right off the bat, we have Lambda control off. So Lambda is where it uses O2 sensors, and it's automatically always adjusting the fuel, plus or minus, trying to have that perfect 13:1 fuel ratio. We typically don't run that because sometimes the Lambda can start adding fuel when it has an issue, and then you're on the racetrack, you're not driving on the street where it doesn't matter. So we just want a straight map. Overrun cutoff, that's fine too. And then we have the mixture correction factor. So at percentage of throttle, so 0, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. It's interesting, it's 89.99 though, which is weird. So, and at 3,000, 4, 5, all the way up to 14,000. So it's going in 1,000 increments. So this is where you can adjust the fuel tables at throttle positions. Now, the only problem with the RCK3 is it only lets you adjust fuel a plus, I think it was 5 or 10% maximum from 0, essentially. And the reason I put the power commander on and Nels and I realized is like, hey, we need more fuel in the mid-range down low. So then we put a power commander piggybacked on top of the ECU to add more fuel. And then of course you have a map switch and it's just a lot easier, a little bit better tuning resolution. But you start with this first. And so engine brake, let's see what Buddy had. So Quentin, so in slick mode, which is number 4, see 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, that's gonna be your rain, sport, race, slick. 2, now 2 is minimum. It's not like 1, they just mix it up a bit. And then 1 is medium. So in second gear, he was running medium engine braking. In third gear, he was running a 3, which is high engine braking. And then he was running max engine braking in 4, 5, 6. Very interesting. Typically, I run no engine braking in 5th and 6th gear because, I mean, what do you need it for? You're just full throttle down the straightaway, turning into a corner at high speed. I typically will be on full throttle, like say at Pacific. I'm not letting off through turn 1, so I don't need engine braking. But I like tons of engine braking in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and 0 in 1st because it's already too low, right?
Yeah, you never go into 1st. So
he did 0 in 1st, and then essentially he did medium, high, super high, super high. So a little different than what I've been doing. And then we have ignition. So they've advanced the timing at 50% throttle, starting at 6,000 RPM at 0.75 ignition correction offset. And then all the way up to 2.25 to 3 degrees of advancement at the high end throttle, 12,000 full throttle. And then we move over to DTC. So he's got his tire sizes. He's got wheelie control at min. So wheelie control is max, medium plus, medium minus, min, and off. And the problem that I came across with min and medium and max is I kept on trying to like, yes, it's nice how the bike drops the front end down, you know, because you need to go forward. But at the ridge, when you do the last corner, you're coming left, you switch right, and you got to get on the throttle. You remember this last corner?
The front end comes up off the ground?
Well, but you're turning and you're leaned over. So when you get on the throttle, you want to just wheelie and switch directions with the tire off the ground.
Yeah.
And it just won't let you go because you're doing lean angle. And so that's the problem. You got to turn it off for situations such as that. Or some tracks have an elevation drop, like at Thunderhill West. There's like a little jump on the back, and literally it's like, you're like, you know, you just want to like really, just keep on the throttle, but it's like, oh, boom, and then goes. So it, you know, it kills your drive.
Yeah.
So it's a nice feature, but it just doesn't work perfectly. So you need to learn how to use your rear brake, manual rear brake, and that's the only way to be faster.
Even without ABS.
Well, it doesn't matter. The ABS doesn't connect, it doesn't interfere at all with that. The ABS is going to vibrate, but you're still braking.
Because I have no ABS in this bike.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. You know, you're not going to lock it up. You're on throttle. You're using the rear brake while getting on the throttle.
Just to keep the front.
It keeps the front end down. You get your weight far as forward as possible. And it just really works. So when I was racing in CSBK at Shannonville, there was a first gear. Well, I ran it in second because, you know, real low gearing, right to the back straightaway. And you're getting on, and the bike's wheelie, you know, it's just nonstop. And the wheelie control you're just going nowhere because you're wheeling so much. And you rock the rear brake. Literally, people were switching back from the MMR rotors. Ben Young, as an example, talked about we switched back to the main stock rotor because he was just the MMM rotor just doesn't have enough braking to stop the wheelies. Anyway, so let's keep going, guys. So DTC, which is your traction control system. So he's got his grip level set up, reduction pre-control, slip core. So this is obviously slick mode is number 4, torque increase, torque control, slip offset, and gear ratios like we talked about earlier. I just got to get that program to work with the internet. And so I type in your gear and it gives us the ratio. So I don't know what ratio he's running. Say it's got 5.79 in the back, 5.79. So he's kind of like a 16 something, maybe a 1641 gear ratio in there right now.
Well, it looks like he's got 1543 at top. That would be this line.
1207, but he's just slightly off of those ratios.
So would he be a...
I don't know. I didn't write them all out on this document.
That's
you can
not
see like a
out.
17 puts a 10 in the first one.
Yeah.
A 1742. A 1642 puts an 11. So as the ratio goes down, he's like a 15, you know, it starts to go higher, right? So he could be a 1544 actually. That might be the numbers, just looking at the overall, right? Like what I've done is I have a Word document with my data as well, so I can share it with people when they ask me, like, hey, Marcel, can I get your RCK3 information? And I'll be like, well, send me an email.
Sure, yeah.
Launch control. 9,000 RPM limit he's got going. So it sits at 9,000 until you release the clutch. And then it's going to hold 9,000 and then drop off. Depends on your clutch release. And then he's got the speed threshold at 70. So at 70 kilometers per hour, it disengages and then it could wheelie or whatever. Essentially, that's when it gives you up. It just stops. DDC, not available. Still says it right on the screen, but we'll see.
Might have to save it maybe or something.
Yeah, something's going on. When he initially set up the program, he probably didn't do that.
That could be,
He missed that step. Okay, so ABS, he's got it off, except for he has it on in race mode, which is weird, but it doesn't even exist on your bike, right? It's not even adjustable. What's going on? Like, why didn't he just turn it off?
Yeah, there you go. All the off.
You know, it doesn't make sense. Shift assistant, 0.98. Essentially, I used to play with it much quicker, and but essentially sometimes it's too quick and it causes the bike to wheelie more often, a harder hit, right? And pit lane speed limiter 16,000. Well, you're gonna actually want to use it, so let's set that at like 4,500. Fault memory code adaptation. Okay, guys, so Quentin and I are going to get into here and set them up a little bit, and we'll tune you back soon. Semi-full throttle, you know what I mean? Like another 5 degrees back, so you're not always having to chase the full throttle. It's right there. Okay. So when we do it, you're actually like 0. Stop right there. Because we want all this to be full throttle. Because you don't want to be like thinking you're full throttle and you're like this.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Larry Pegram, as an example, on his data on the BMW back in the day with Dave Alexander. Remember that we talked about him about the engine build? Well, he was running Larry Pegram's race team. You know, he hired him to be his crew guy. Yeah. Sort of crew chief. And so he said, well, Larry Pegram thought he was at full throttle, you know, racing AMA, but it turned out he was at like 98 or 97. You know, and so this is a good way to not have issues with that. Right?
And what if you go past it to full throttle? Then
it's just always going to be full throttle is at just an earlier point. There is no past that, you know.
There is no past full throttle.
Okay.